Well, good morning. I had a good night's rest last night, despite about 4 or 5 helicopters flying right overhead. That was kind of strange, but yeah, we're just getting it together here. I think we're gonna go, I don't know, another 10 miles or so today. We'll find out. We'll make it up as we go along. New socks, Dollar General, 3 pairs for $5. And they're every bit as good as those darn tough pair that I had. They're just a nylon spandex sock with a little bit of rubber to keep them from sliding around. And I walked in them all day yesterday, and so far so good. They're a little thin here. They may end up getting holes in them, but for 3 pairs for $5, do I really care? The answer is no, and I can get them at any Dollar General, so hopefully they'll work out. In other gear news, yeah, this thing is pretty much useless if you try and hammer it into the ground. And trying to dig a cat hole in Pennsylvania is pretty much a waste of time, in my opinion. You're better off just removing a rock from somewhere, just pulling a rock out of the ground and using the cavity, and then just putting the rock back in. So yeah, that's that thing's garbage. I'm gonna put that in my trash can, and maybe I'll even recycle the aluminum. Who knows? Anyway, day 15, I think. 15 or 16. I'm gonna stop telling you what day it is because I don't even know, and that's the whole goal. Okay, so that was a fun night down at the campsite. I could hear voices before we walked down there, and you never know what to expect. I mean, it could be full. There might not be any room left. And it turns out there was a whole other campsite open, but it's full of widowmakers, which is, for those who don't know, dead branches. The kind that can snap off in the middle of the night and crush your tent, and possibly you also. So, you want to avoid those. Always look up before you put your tent up. Make sure there's nothing that can fall down on top of you. Nothing fell last night, so it would have been okay. But yeah, awful cool. When I walked by, when I walked up to the campsite, Bounce and 10-4 both invited me to stay at the other site across from them, and that was cool. It's nice to feel instantly welcome. Sometimes you walk up to a campsite and you don't know what to expect or who's going to be there, but yeah, turned out to be a great night, great conversation, and I'm looking forward to seeing both of you when you come through Damascus in the fall. Cool down here. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh yeah, nice open area. See that blaze right there in between those 2 trees? Okay, we've just stepped back into the tree line from that big open field, and that was beautiful. It was hot, so we're gonna stop in this nice little shady campsite here and have some water and maybe a snack. Take a little break. Beautiful spot for it. Oh, and this is the breeze we've been waiting for. We went through a few open areas, and a little relief from the heat. Yeah, this is nice. And hopefully we'll continue on this ridgetop for a while. Okay, so you see the white blaze. There's a sign that says water crossing Beaver Dam ahead. And also we have alternate dry route
which reconnects with the AT 1.6 miles. Down that way. Guess which way we're going? You got it. So it's break time. There are a lot of flies around here. I had to break out the DEET. I usually don't put that on at all, but for some reason they are swarming around here. Nice little fire pit. A few stone seats, just a small little break spot. I don't think I would camp here unless I really had to. There are a few, just a couple semi-flat spots, but it's a good spot to take a rest before we go through the Beaver Dam area. I'll let my feet rest too. So far the old DGs are doing okay. Very breathable, as you can kind of see. They're almost see-through. I don't know how they're going to hold up long term, but right now they're doing great. No blister problems, no sweat problems, and so far no holes. So far so good. Wow, so this is the first time on this trip that we've gone through something like this. And this is a welcome relief to rocks for sure. But we're probably only going to do another 3 or 4 miles and then look for water and place to camp. But first we have to go through this flooded area. And we're not there yet, but we should be soon. Okay, so this is what we're going through. And I can't imagine how bad it was when Hawk and T-Rex came through here. This must have been absolutely just a lake. So I'm going to follow Garvey because he knows what where the scent of the other hikers have gone. And we'll see if we can get through this. Yeah, this is actually more water than the whole time I was on the Florida Trail. As long as there's no gators in here, I guess we're good to go. Okay, let's do it. Okay. There's the blaze. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm glad we went this way. Yeah, it's like Florida with no gators. Oh, what a beautiful place this is. Nice grassy area here. And all of these shady campsites over here. Wow, this is great. Little fire ring that somebody built into the ground with a seat. It's almost tempting to stay here. A little bit early in the day, but we can get water here if nothing else and take a break. Well, that was a beautiful place. It was tempting to stay, but we're going to continue down the White Blaze and go at least to Rausch Gap shelter to get water from the spring. After that, we'll have 5 liters and we can just start looking for a campsite and hopefully find a good one. There's the White Blaze, but we don't cross that bridge. We go that way. Look at this. That is crazy. I'm guessing the AT's over there. And we're gonna have to ford. You ready, Garvey? You ready to ford? Okay. Garvey's charging ahead. He's like, get me over there. So we're clipped in right now because we have to be. It's park regulation, which is a giant pain at the moment. But we're following the rules, what can I say? And going slow gives us time to kind of check everything out. So we've got a deep pool here, but it's kind of slow. Let's see what Garvey does. He's going for it. He's like, this is nothing. Okay. Whew. Made it through. Made it through. So the next question I have is, where are we even supposed to ford over there? I don't see any blazes going northbound or behind me. So that may have been for nothing, but it was fun, and I'm getting a different view of this beautiful rock work over here. Look at that. It is absolutely amazing how much work went into that. Very cool. Okay, so we did ford that stream for nothing. Well, it wasn't for nothing, but we did ford it, and the AT is not over here. So that pretty much means we're going to go back over. I'm not going to film this time. We're going to concentrate on crossing, and we're going to get back on trail somewhere over there. That was an interesting detour, and I'm glad we went down there. That was super cool. Rausch Gap shelter is 0.3, and we're going to go hit that spring and find a campsite. This is a really nice campsite here on the left, on the Blue Blaze, on the way to the shelter. Yeah, and there was a bunch of them along the creek as well. Ooh, spring right here. I think this is where we're getting water. It's break time. Actually, it's eating time. Darby's getting serious over here with his food. Good to see him eating again in full force. And I am probably going to cook something. Enjoy this beautiful campsite here. And I guess there must have been a building here at one time. Nice and flat. Good fire pit. Trail's just right over there. But we're going to enjoy it. I'm going to cook something to eat, and then maybe walk another few miles and just find a place to sleep. Okay, while our water's boiling, I'll show you what we're going to go ahead and make for dinner. We have Knorr creamy garlic shells, and we're going to add some cream cheese to that, and also some Parmesan cheese, some salt and pepper, and some pepperoni. And the drink, we have Country Time pink lemonade, and for dessert, a Butterfinger crisp. We haven't seen a mileage sign in a while. I don't think we'll go as far as Yellow Springs, but we've already eaten and we have enough water for drinking, so we can pretty much camp anywhere. So we're going to go to the first place that looks good. Well, this is home for the night. It's a no bar campsite, which means no uploading. That's okay, because we can just sit here and enjoy the woods around us.